Witamy na pierwszej lekcji języka angielskiego, takiej najprawdziwszej na świecie. Ja jako porządny uczeń piszę sobie te lekcje książkowe do zeszytu. No i dlatego jestem w stanie odpowiedzieć na pytania w czasie lekcji. No i to jest taka esencja tej metody, że trzeba się przygotować trochę do tych zajęć, żeby być w stanie na zajęciach odpowiadać na pytania, no żeby być w stanie w pełni korzystać z tej metody i żeby być w stanie uczyć się w ten sposób, odpowiadać na pytania, bo w przeciwnym razie, jak się człowiek trochę nie przygotuje do tych zajęć, to będzie mu ciężko po prostu odpowiedzieć na te pytania, a my jesteśmy na poziomie 6. książki, czyli takie B2 już właściwie, B2. Okay, so let's start.
Good morning. So we're starting with book 6, unit 18 and unit 19.
Okay.
So first word, favor.
Favor, przysługa.
Do somebody a favor.
Do somebody a favor, wyświadczyć komuś przysługę.
Headlights.
Headlights, przednie światła, reflektory.
Excellent. Be in favor of. To support, basically.
Be in favor of means popierać coś.
Excellent. Do you owe me a favor? Do you owe me a favor?
Yes, I owe you a favor.
Have you ever had to ask a favor of someone? Have you ever had to ask of a favor someone?
Yes, I have ever asked someone of a favor.
Excellent. When?
I asked to have a favor when I asked somebody to help me repair my car.
Excellent. What favors do neighbors often ask for? What favors do neighbors often ask for?
Neighbors often ask to give them a favor, to ask for salt.
Excellent. Do we always let people down when we refuse to do them a favor? Do we always let people down when we refuse to do them a favor?
Yes, we let people down when we refuse to give them a favor.
Excellent. Why should we always return a favor? Why should we always return a favor?
We always should return a favor to get new favors.
Excellent. If you were asked at work to do something as a favor, would you do it even if it wasn't part of your job? If you were asked at work to do something a favor, would you do it even if it wasn't part of your job?
Yes, if I were asked at work to do a favor, I would do it because even if it's not part of my job, because it's good to give favors.
Excellent. Which political party in your country has lost favor among the people recently? Which political party in your country has lost favor among the people recently?
PO has recently lost favor among people in my country.
Excellent. What ideas don't you usually win favor among people? What ideas don't usually win favor among people?
The ideas like raising taxes doesn't usually win favor among people.
Excellent. Are you in favor of using headlights on cars all year round? Are you in favor of using headlights on cars all year around?
Yes, I'm in favor of using headlights on cars all the year round.
Excellent. Blade.
Blade, ostrze.
Pair.
Para.
I have only one pair of hands.
I have only one pair of hands means mam tylko jedną parę rąk.
Okay.
Nie rozdwoję się.
Excellent. How many blades is a pair of scissors made of? How many blades is a pair of scissors made of?
A pair of scissors is made of two blades.
Excellent. Which part of the blade is used for cutting? Which part of the blade is used for cutting?
A sharp part of blade is used for cutting.
Or H instead of part?
Edge of blade is used for cutting. Okay.
That is excellent too. What things always come in pairs? What things always come in pairs?
Things like
Trousers.
trousers, glasses,
Excellent.
and handkerchiefs always come in pairs.
Excellent. A student sometimes asks to do exercises in pairs. A student sometimes asks to do exercises in pairs.
Yes, students usually are asked to do exercises in pairs.
Excellent. What do we mean when we say that we only have one pair of hands? What do we mean when we usually say we only have one pair of hands?
We usually mean when we say that we have only one pair of hands, that we are only we are too busy to do two things, anything else.
Excellent.
Two things at once.
Very good. Or.
O wiosło.
Row.
Row wiosłować and rząd in cinema.
Excellent. In a row.
In a row, one after another.
If something happens in a row, it happens in the same way each time. If something happens in a row, it happens the same way at the same time.
Po kolei.
Excellent. What do we use for rowing a boat? What do we use for rowing a boat?
For rowing a boat, we use an O.
An O. Very good. Which parts of the body take the most effort in rowing a boat?
The most effort in rowing a boat takes our arms and our lungs. Okay,
Excellent.
lungs.
Very good. Why do some people always take back row seats in the cinema? Why do some people always take back seat rows in the cinema?
People take back rows, back seats in the cinema because they want to have a better view in the cinema, and they don't like sitting or having people behind them. Okay.
Very good. Excellent. Where could you see a row of cars? Where can you see a row of cars?
I can see a row of cars in a car park.
Excellent. How do trees grow in parks? How do trees grow in parks?
Trees grow in parks in rows.
Excellent. Very good. Has it ever rained in your country for several days in a row? Has it ever rained in your country for several days in a row?
Yes, it has rained in my country for several days in a row.
Excellent. Why do you think someone might go on a holiday to the same place 3 years in a row? Why do you think someone might go on holiday to the same place 3 years in a row?
Some people may go to the same place 3 times in a row because they like this place very much.
They like the place very much. Excellent.
When you ask me twice, then I have 1 or 2 seconds to understand it well, and then to prepare my answer and to use these words that are to learn.
Excellent. Okay. So chew.
Rzuć.
Swallow.
Swallow, połykać.
Digest.
Digest, trawić.
Excellent. A pack of lies.
A pack of lies, stek kłamstw.
Excellent. What are some people likely to use for chewing when they grow very old and lose their own teeth? What are some people likely to use for chewing when they grow very old and lose their teeth?
Once again.
What are some people likely to use for chewing when they grow very old and lose their own teeth?
Okay, some people are likely to use chewing gum.
False teeth.
False teeth. Oh, okay. Some people are likely to use false teeth when they lose their teeth and grow old. For chewing.
Excellent.
Something.
For chewing.
For
Is it sometimes difficult to swallow when you suffer from a cold? Is it sometimes difficult to swallow when you suffer from a cold?
Yes, it's sometimes difficult to swallow when you have sore throat and and you have a cold.
Why?
Because you have sore throat.
Excellent. Should we always chew food well before swallowing it? Should we always chew food well before swallowing it?
Yes, we should always chew food before swallowing it.
Excellent. Why?
Because it helps to digest food.
Excellent. Very
Yes?
good. Yeah, very good. In what situations do you have to swallow your pride? In what situations do you have to swallow your pride?
If I ask for a favor, I usually have to hide my pride. To swallow my pride.
Excellent. Do some people swallow a pack of lies easily? Do some people swallow a pack of lies easily?
Yes, some people swallow a pack of lies easily.
Have you ever seen a film which was just one big pack of lies? Have you ever seen a film which is just one big pack of lies?
Yes, I've ever seen a film that was one big pack of lies.
What film was it? What film was it? Invent.
I don't know.
Okay.
Help me.
The Day After Tomorrow.
The Day After Tomorrow was the film.
Excellent.
Full of lies. A pack of lies.
Very good. Random.
Random. Przypadkowy.
At random.
At random. Przypadkowo.
Index.
Index, piece.
Excellent. The students in this school answer questions at random or in turn. The students in this school answer questions at random or in turn.
Students in this school answer questions at random if there are more students.
Okay, very good. Are the words in the index of this book listed at random? Are the words in the index of this book listed at random?
The words of these books at the end of this book are in the index. And they are not at random, but in an alphabetical order. Excellent.
In what order should samples for a test be chosen? In what order should samples of a test be chosen?
And the samples of a test should be chosen at random.
Excellent. Do you organize your daily routine in a certain order or simply at random? Do you organize your daily routine at random or in a certain order?
I order my daily routine in an order.
Okay,
in an order, okay.
Very good. Stick.
Stick, przyklejać.
Stuck.
Stick, stuck, utknąć.
Very good. Queue.
Queue, kolejka.
Jump the queue.
Jump the queue. Wskoczyć w kolejkę.
Excellent. When are you most likely to queue? In traffic? In a shop? For the toilet? When are you most likely to queue? A. In traffic. B. In a shop. C. For the toilet.
I usually I most likely to jump in a queue.
When are you most likely to queue?
I'm most likely to queue in traffic.
Excellent, very good. What's the longest you've ever been stuck in a queue? What's the longest you've ever been stuck in a queue?
The longest I've ever been stuck in a queue was 2 hours.
Very long. Do drivers sometimes jump the queue? Do drivers sometimes jump the queue?
Yes, drivers usually jump the queue.
Why?
Because they want to be clever.
Well, they're in a hurry.
They're in a hurry, yeah.
Excellent. Stroke. Stroke.
Stroke, uderzenie, stroke is uderzenie and
Skacz.
and stroke stroke, okej, stroke łaskać i stroke uderzenie.
Okay, very good. At a stroke.
Out.
At a stroke.
At a stroke. At a stroke. At a stroke. At once.
Excellent.
At once. Za jednym razem.
Very good. What animals like to be stroked? What animals like to be stroked?
Animals like cats and dogs like to be stroked.
Stroked. Very good. Which comes first in a thunderstorm? Which comes first in a thunderstorm? The stroke of lightning or the roll of thunder? Which comes first in a thunderstorm? The stroke of lightning or the roll of thunder? Which comes first in a thunderstorm?
First comes the stroke of lightning.
And then
after this,
the roll of thunder. The roll of thunder.
A roll of thunder.
Very good.
Okay. Okay.
Have you ever solved a problem at a stroke? Have you ever solved a problem at a stroke?
Yes, I have ever solved a problem at a stroke.
Very good. In what situations should people be dismissed from work at a single stroke? In which situations should people be dismissed from work at a single stroke?
People should be dismissed from work at a single stroke when they do something extremely bad.
Extremely bad. What they drink to
They
excess.
drink, yeah.
The drunkards.
Excess.
Very good. So, a small break. I'm going to give you some words and then you're going to ask me the questions. You're the teacher now.
Okay.
So, ask me a question with favor.
Favor. Okay. Are you in favor of eating out?
Like, am I in favor of eating out?
Okay. Can you?
I can be in favor of someone or about something.
Can you give me a favor? Can you give me a favor?
Yes, of course, I can give you a favor.
Okay.
Use blade.
Blade. Okay. Have you seen the film The Blade?
The Blade. I haven't seen the film The Blade, but I have heard about it.
Yeah? Okay.
Q.
Where do you queue?
I've queued here in Poland once at a bank and at government offices.
Okay.
Very good. So one last question. Okay. Row.
Role. What's your favorite role in the cinema?
The middle row is my favorite role in the cinema.
Okay.
Okay. Swallow.
Swallow. what situations do you have problems with swallowing? The
For
problems
example,
to swallow.
yeah, for example, situation I have hard to swallow. So you're talking about situations.
Mhm.
I have very, 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 very big issues to swallow. Situations where somebody lies to me or pretend with me.
Okay.
Or at random.
At random. Okay. Do you come to work at random?
No, I don't come to work at random. I have an organized schedule to follow.
Okay. Mhm.
Stroke, the last one.
Stroke. What animals do you not like to stroke?
Animals that I don't like to stroke. For example, a cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you
I'm
don't like-
scared of cats. Oh, very scared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
So we can continue.
Yeah. Mhm.
Lick.
Lick, lizać.
Lick your wounds. Lick your wounds.
Lick your wounds, lizać rany.
How can we eat an ice cream? How can we eat an ice cream?
You can eat an ice cream by licking it.
Excellent. Is it a disgusting habit to lick plates, the fork and the knife clean after a meal? Is it a disgusting habit to lick plates, the fork, the knife after a meal?
Yes, it's usually a disgusting thing to lick a plate, fork. The
Nice.
plate is okay, but to lick fork and knife and spoon, it's
Clean.
Clean. It's disgusting.
Yeah, after.
After a meal.
Yeah,
Meal.
very. Do some people consider it pleasant to be licked on the face by a dog? Do some people consider it pleasant to be licked on the face by a dog?
Yes, some people find it consider it pleasant to be licked by a dog on face.
Very good.
Okay.
When are we likely to lick our wounds? When are we likely to lick our wounds?
We are likely to lick our wounds after a disaster.
Yeah, after disaster, disappointment.
Disappointment, okay.
Yeah, very good. Stick, stick, stick.
Stick, stick, bijać.
Stock, stock. Stick, stock, stock. Very good. Chopsticks.
Bijać patyk, chopsticks, pałeczki do jedzenia.
Excellent. Glue.
Glue, klej.
Drawing pin.
Drawing pin, pineska.
Thumbtack.
Thumbtack, amerykańska pineska.
Very good. Examples. It really stuck in my mind. So if something really stuck on your mind, it means I remember it well because it was quite interesting or unusual. What can we use to stick two pieces of paper together? What can we use to stick two pieces of paper together?
We can stick two pieces of paper using glue.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What do we use to stick something on a notice board? What do we use to stick something on a notice board?
We can use drawing pin to stick something on a notice board.
Very good. On a notice board. How do you stick a stamp on an envelope? How do you stick a stamp on an envelope?
I can stick a stamp on an envelope by using glue.
Okay, or by?
Or licking it. Or licking
Very
a stamp.
good.
And an envelope. Licking
What will
everything.
happen if you fry something in a frying pan without enough fat? What will happen if you fry something in a frying pan without enough fat?
If I frying something in a frying pan without enough fat, it will stick
Excellent.
to it.
Yeah, we'll stick to it. Very good. What is a stick? What is a stick?
A stick is a part of a tree. It's,
Which is
which is long and thin and with okay, a piece or a thin, long piece of wood. Yes.
Very good. Excellent. What kind of sticks do we use for eating? What kind of sticks do we use for eating?
We use chopsticks for eating.
Very good. What things about your last holidays have really stuck in your mind? What things about your last holiday have really stuck on your mind?
Bad weather has really stuck in my mind about last holiday.
Is there any name your friend called you when you were younger that has stuck to you since? Is there any name your friends called you when you were younger and have stuck to you since?
Yes, the name my friends used that to call me when I was young, that stuck to me. Yes, is kiwi.
Kiwi. Very good. Excellent. Rude.
Rude, niegrzeczny.
Speed, spat, spat. Speed, spat, spat.
Spit, pluć.
Very good. Crude.
Crude, okrutny.
Ordinary.
Ordynarny.
Very
Okay.
good. Is spitting rude? Is spitting rude?
Yes, spitting is usually rude.
All the time it's rude.
No, in some countries it's okay. No?
Yeah,
by
apparently.
eating, yes. It's
Do the
spitting.
police punish people for spitting in the streets in certain countries? Do police punish people for spitting in the streets in certain countries?
Yes, in some countries, in Arabic countries,
Really?
people, police
Punish.
punish people for spitting in the street.
Very good. Is it rude to speak when you're chewing food? Is it rude to speak when you're chewing food?
Yes, it's rude to spit when you while you speak. It's
rude to speak when you are
yes, it's rude to speak when you trying to
when you're chewing
when you're chewing something,
food.
when you're chewing food. Okay.
I was showing you.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Again, maybe.
No, you did it well. What do we mean by a crude joke? What do we mean by a crude joke?
Okrutny.
A crude joke.
Ordynarny, okay. By a crude joke, we mean a joke about
Which is
blonde women,
Yeah.
fat people, and so on.
Yeah, fat people. What do we sometimes need to spit out food? Why do we sometimes need to spit out food or drinks?
We sometimes need to spit our food or drink. Spit out our food or drink because it's bad.
Yeah, it tastes bad.
Yes, taste bad.
Very good. Would you spit out the meat you were chewing if someone told you it was a rat? Would you spit out the meat you were eating if somebody told you it was a rat?
Yes, I would spit out the food I was eating if somebody told me it was a rat.
Why do you think, what do you think it could mean if a woman spat in a man's face? What do you think it could mean if a woman spat in a man's face?
If a woman spat in man's face, it would mean she was very unhappy about him.
Yeah, she was very unhappy. Or he offended her.
Because yes, she felt very offended.
Very good. What do sausages do when you fry them in a pan and there's too much fat? What do sausages do when you fry them in a pan and there's too much fat?
If there is too much fat in a frying pan, yes.
When you fry it.
When you're frying it.
When you're frying sausage.
When you're frying sausages. Okay, it would spit.
Yeah, the sausages would spit.
The sausages would spit.
Very good.
And what does it spit? Skwierczeć. Skwierczeć. Okay, the sausages would
When the
spit.
oil power, yeah.
If you
There's too much fat.
there is too much fat in a frying pan, the sausages would spit. Skwierczały.
Very good. Excellent. Wipe. Wipe.
Wipe, czyścić.
Rag. Rag.
Rag, szmata.
Yes, excellent. Rags to riches. Rags to riches.
Rag to riches, od buta do milionera.
Very good. What can we use to wipe dirt from the floor? What can we use to wipe dirt from the floor?
We can use rags to wipe dirt from the floor.
Very good. What do we make a rag from? What do we make a rag from?
We make a rag from torn clothes. Old clothes, old.
Yeah, old clothes. Very good. Why do we have to wipe the tables after a meal? Why do we have to wipe tables after a meal?
And after the lesson, yes.
And after the lesson.
We have to wipe tables after a meal or a lesson because there are fatty stains on the table. It's dirty.
Yeah, it could be dirty. Very good. Is it polite not to wipe your shoes on mat when you enter someone's house? Is it polite not to wipe your shoes on the mat before you enter someone's house?
Yes, it's usually not polite not to wipe your shoes on a mat before you enter the house.
Before you enter the house. Very good.
Yes.
What do women use to wipe off makeup from their faces? What do women use to wipe off makeup from their faces?
Women use cotton pads, cotton wool pads to wipe up the makeup, to wipe off the makeup from the face.
To makeup. Very good. What kind of memories do people sometimes wipe from their mind? What kind of memories do people sometimes wipe from their mind?
People usually wipe out of the mind, wipe from the mind bad memories.
Bad memories, okay. And present memories, embarrassing.
Embarrassing memories. Okay.
Have you ever managed to make a remark that wiped a smile off someone's face? Have you ever managed to make a remark that wiped off a smile off someone's face?
Yes.
Yes.
I've ever made a remark of somebody that wiped the smile of somebody's face.
Yeah. What popular TV programs are based on rags to riches hopes? What popular TV programs are based on rags to riches hopes?
Programs like Idol and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is a TV program that is based on hopes from rag to millionaire. Rags to
poor. Opposite of poor?
Yeah, millionaire.
From rags to
riches.
Excellent.
To riches.
Rags to riches.
Okay,
very
so
good.
Once again.
What popular TV programs are based on rags to riches hopes?
Programs like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is Idol is based on Idol and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire are based on a simple idea rags to riches.
Excellent. Very good. Runny nose.
Runny nose. Qatar.
Very good. Tablet. Tablet.
Tablet. tablet.
Tabletka.
Tabletka, okay.
Very good. Cough.
Cough, kaszel.
Treatment.
Treatment, leczenie.
Very good. What are the most common signs of cold? What are the most common signs of cold?
The most common signs of cold is running nose and cough.
Very good. What must you do if you have a runny nose? What must you do if you have a runny nose?
If you have a runny nose, you should wipe it.
No, blow.
Blow it. Okay.
With?
With tissue.
Yeah, with a tissue or a handkerchief.
Maybe
Same
handkerchief.
thing.
And
Very
tissue.
Yeah. What treatment do doctors usually suggest for a cough or a runny nose? What treatment do doctors usually suggest for a cough or a runny nose?
Doctors suggest a treatment for runny nose and cough, such as staying home. And
or taking what?
They are taking tablets.
Taking tablets or drinking a lot of liquids.
Okay.
Drink a lot of water normally.
And tablets, yes. We are about to use tablets. Yes, a lot of tablets, yes.
Very good. Do we chew tablets when we take them? Do we chew tablets when we take them?
No,
we chew tablets when we take them?
We don't chew tablets when we take them.
But
we swallow it.
Excellent. Very good. Can smoking cause a coughing attack? Can smoking cause a coughing attack?
Yes, smoking can cause a coughing attack.
Do people sometimes cough to attract attention? Do people sometimes cough to attract attention?
Yes, people often cough to attract attention.
When? Like when?
When they want to say something, they cough a little. and the answer.
Everybody gives them attention. Very good. What could it mean if you coughed up blood? What could it mean if you coughed up blood?
If I coughed out blood, it means I have problems with my lungs.
Yeah, excellent. Which is usually more serious, a dry or a wet cough? Which is usually more serious, a dry cough or a cold cough?
Okay, maybe
a
wet cough is more serious.
Very good. Carpet.
Carpet, dywan.
Vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner, odkurzacz.
Vacuum hoover.
Vacuum hoover, też odkurzacz, ale amerykański.
Treatment.
Treatment, leczenie.
How do we remove dirt and dust from carpet? How do we remove dirt and dust from carpet?
We remove dust and dirt from carpet by using a vacuum cleaner.
Okay. How often do you hoover the carpets in your house? How often do you hoover or vacuum the carpets in your house?
I hoover the carpet in my house once a week.
Excellent. Why are some dogs afraid of vacuums or vacuum cleaners? Why are some dogs afraid of vacuum cleaners?
Some dogs are afraid of vacuum cleaners because it's noisy.
Yeah, definitely. If you wanted to paint the walls in your house, would you roll up the carpets or just cover it with something? If you wanted to paint the walls in your house, would you just roll up your carpet or would you just cover it with something?
If I were to paint the walls in my house, I would cover my carpet with something.
Matches there, very good. For what kind of guests do they roll out the red carpet? For what kind of guests do they roll out the carpet, the red carpet?
They roll out the red carpet usually for actors and producers.
Yeah, for celebrities, basically.
For celebrities.
Excellent. Have you ever experienced the red carpet treatment? Have you ever experienced the red carpet treatment?
Yes, last week I experienced the red carpet treatment.
Oh, all the
It
time.
was a ball of an association.
Excellent, very good. So,
Questions?
yeah, questions. It's your turn to be the teacher. Can you ask me a question with lick?
In what situations do you lick your wounds?
I lick my wounds after a hurting situation or a disappointment. Yeah. Rude.
Are you a rude person after the lesson?
No, I'm not a rude person.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm polite.
Okay.
I try to be. Why?
Wipe. Wipe. What wipes a smile from your face? I will wipe out. Yes. What
Yeah.
wipe? What wipes out?
What wipes a smile off?
Yeah.
Face.
What wipes a smile off your face?
Very good. Very good question. Okay. When someone upsets me,
Cues.
yeah, definitely. Queues in government offices here
Why?
or banks
Yes.
wipes a smile off my face. Can you ask me with drawing pen?
Drawing pin. Do you still use drawing pins?
Not really. I don't use drawing pens.
I use everything.
Yeah,
It's
you-
in my mobile.
Exactly. Now we use only phones.
Okay.
Very good. Can you ask me with treatment?
Treatment. Do patients need treatment for sore throat? For sore throat?
Yes, patients need treatment for a sore throat. Stick.
Stick. What usually sticks to your shoes in the streets of Bydgoszcz?
Very good question. Probably when it rains a lot and I pass in a mud road. Yeah, mud stick to my shoes.
Okay.
Can you ask me a question with, let's see, vacuum cleaner?
Vacuum cleaner. Do you have a vacuum cleaner at home?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
a vacuum cleaner at home.
Okay.
Spit. Last
Spit.
one.
And the last spit. Do you like spitting while eating?
No, I definitely don't like spitting when I'm eating. So we are done with the
Okay.
lesson. Can you remind me, like 5 to 7 words you remember from the lesson?
Rag. Okay, spit.
Excellent.
and wipe
Excellent.
and runny nose.
Very
And
good.
Runny nose and lick. And what else? And swallow.
Very good.
Chew. Okay.
Very good. Excellent.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.